let's get started with 40 seconds of jumping jacks. Find yourself with enough space to move. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Nice big arms. Light on those feet. Maybe your arms, or your fingertips rather, tap up overhead. Keep on breathing. We're halfway there. All right, we're exploring our range of motion in our shoulders here. Going at your own pace. 3, 2, 1. All right, we'll rest for just a moment. We're gonna move into some body weight squats. Go ahead and point those toes forward. Feet are about hip distance apart. Hips are gonna press back. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Press those hips back. Alrighty. I like to describe this as sitting back into an imaginary chair. My hips are pressing way back. And the goal is to get those thighs to parallel if you are able. And feel free to just turn it into a mini squat. As far as you can manage, this is just our warm-up. Whew. 10 more seconds here. Keep on moving. We're going to be heading back to these jumping jacks pretty soon. 3, 2, 1. All right. Rest for just a moment. We're heading back into our jumping jacks. Throughout this workout, we are going to have an anchor movement that we'll be working off of. And for our warm-up, that's a jumping jack. Find yourself in your starting position. 3, 2, 1. Jumping jacks. Woo! Alrighty. Stay nice and light on those toes, going at your own pace. Nice and light in the knees as well. You have 10 more seconds here. Woo! We're getting our heart rate up. Alrighty. 3, 2, 1. And rest. Last but not least, we're going to move into our inchworm to a shoulder tap. So find yourself at the end of your space. We're going to place our palms down on the floor. Feel free to bend your knees to get into this position, and you're going to walk your hands forward into a plank. Tap, tap. Use your hands to walk yourself back. Going at your own pace. Woo! We have 30 more seconds here. All right. This is a full body movement. Whew. Keep those fingertips active. Grip the mat as you walk your hands back towards your feet. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Alrighty. We made it. We made it through our warm-up. Excellent work. I'm going to zoom forward a little bit here and take us into our first set of main work. We'll have 2 different sets of exercise that we'll repeat twice throughout this program. Now for our warm-up, we were working at an interval of 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, so we had a lot of time to catch our breath. We're going to speed that up just a little bit. For these next 2 sections, we'll be working in 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off. And don't worry, I'll give you the cues that you need. We're going to get started with our very first anchor movement for today. That's going to be a mountain climber. Go ahead and find yourself down on the mat. We've got 30 seconds of mountain climbers ahead of us. Get ready to pick up those knees. 3, 2, 1, and go. Mountain climbers, drive those knees towards your chest. And keep those fingertips active. You're gripping the mat. It's not all in the palm of your hand or all in the heel of your hand. As you grip the ground, you're creating stability in the shoulders. Woo! 5 more seconds. Keep on moving. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. Woo! Stand it back up. We're going to bring it back into some jumping jacks. All righty. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. Jumping jacks. This time just 30 seconds. Light on those feet, nice and bouncy. Whew. All righty. Now we're halfway done. Keep on moving. Whew. Nice big range of motion in those arms. All right. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Let's take it into our anchor movement. Once again, we're back down to our mat for our mountain climbers. We've got 30 seconds on the clock. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Whew. Drive those knees forward into your chest. Keep those fingertips active. Whew. You have 10 more seconds here. Let's keep moving. Keep on moving. 3, 2, 1. All right, stand it up. One more exercise before we come up on a break. We're moving into a forward lunge to a backward lunge. Pick your favorite side to start. You'll step back into your reverse lunge. Knee gently touches the ground. Press the floor away to step up and forward. Press the floor away. Switch legs now. Whew. Reverse lunge to forward lunge. Alternating sides. If you need to go a little bit slower to get this movement pattern down, that's just fine. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, grab some water, towel off. Whew. We're going to be moving into our next set of exercises, so catch your breath, and I'll tell you a little bit about what we're going to be doing in just a moment. All right. All right, so our anchor movement for our first set was a mountain climber. We're changing it up just a little bit. Still a full body movement here. And we're still going to be starting in that plank position, but instead of a mountain climber, we're going to alternate steps forward. And I'll show you what that looks like. Feel free to join me. We've got about 10 seconds until we get started for real. But you'll start in this plank position, step one foot up next to your hand, step it back, step that foot up near your hand, and step it back. We're just stepping forward and stepping back. You have 30 seconds here. Woo! Now, if you're finding that you can't quite make it all the way up, that is a big step forward. Feel free to instead bring your knee to your elbow, or as close to it as you can manage. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Alrighty, let's stand it up. We're going to make a little alteration on our jumping jacks here. We're going to start with some cross jacks. So instead of coming out to the side, we're going to come across our front. When you are ready, feel free to join me. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. My arms cross, my legs cross. And I'm alternating sides. You're still nice and light on those feet. All right. Whew. 10 seconds. Open up nice and wide. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, you know what's up, our anchor movement. Bring it down into your plank. We're working with a plank step forward or a plank elbow to knee. 30 seconds on the clock. Ready? Let's go. Going at your own pace. Excellent work. All right, 10 more seconds here. Remember, it's a step forward or a knee to elbow. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, last exercise before our next break. This is a cross hop squat. I'll show you what that's gonna look like. I'm gonna stand kind of to the side. Cross, 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 down into a squat and back up. Going at your own pace here, staying nice and upright. Join me when you're ready. Woo. Hop, 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 squat. Hop, 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 squat. Doesn't need to be a huge hop. They can be little. Whatever you need to do to get through. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, grab some water and towel off. Whew. All righty. Now as we rest, let me tell you a little bit about why we like to use high intensity interval training. For all of our many goals that we might have as we go forward on our fitness journey. Now, the beautiful thing about high intensity interval training is that it really kicks our metabolism into gear. We're not fully letting our bodies rest in between all this work that we're doing. So what that means is that at the end of this class, your body will continue to burn calories and burn energy for the next couple of hours after you've done with this class. It's a really efficient way to pack a punch in a short period of time. Now, the key here is that we need to work really hard during this short period of time. That's why it's high intensity. That's why it's intervals. We have 2 more sets ahead of us, but we're going to ramp it up just a little bit. We're going to get started. Instead of 30 seconds on the clock, we're going to have 20 seconds with only 10 seconds to rest. You've done these exercises once before. You know what's ahead of you. So we can kick it up a notch in this next set. All right, we're back to our first anchor movement. That's going to be our mountain climbers. Meet me down on the mat. Find yourself in your tall plank position. We have 20 seconds to get the most out of these mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Woo! Let's see if you can't pick up the pace a little bit here. Woo! We've only got 20 seconds and we're halfway through. Keep on moving. Woo! 3, 2, 1. All right. Stand it up. We're back to jumping jacks. 20 seconds on the clock. Find your starting position. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Woo. All right. Big arms up overhead, nice and wide. We have 10 more seconds here. Maybe pick up the pace. Stay nice and light on those feet. 3, 2, 1. All right. Bring it down, to the mat. Mountain climbers, 20 seconds. Ready. Let's go. We may be working for a shorter time, but we're resting for a shorter time. Keep up that hard work. Excellent work. 10 seconds. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. Stand it up. We're coming up on a break here, but not before we finish our forward to backward lunges. When you're ready, let's go. Step it back, step it forward, switch sides, back, forward. have 10 seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right. Grab some water, towel off. We've got a minute to rest. We're going to move through that second set of exercises right after this. All right. Now, we'll be finishing this last set pretty quickly. We have 4 exercises at 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We'll be done with these in 5 minutes, but we are not finished for the day. We have our finisher coming up at the end. I'll demonstrate before we get there, but now's your chance to really pump up that intensity. Our finisher is going to be a little bit less aerobic and a little bit more strength-based. You'll be able to catch your breath in the interim, but let's go ahead and get started with that final set nice and quick. Let's come down to the mat. We have our plank, step forward, or knee to elbow. 20 seconds on the clock. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Don't forget to breathe. You have 10 more seconds. Woo! Push yourself. 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's stand it up. You know what's next. Cross jacks. Light on those feet. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Whew. Open up wide. Step out wide. Whew. 10 more seconds. We're halfway. These intervals go by fast. 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's take it back down to the mat. Plank step forwards. Last plank step of the day. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So that's either a step forward or a knee to elbow. We're already halfway. Woo! 3, 2, 1. All right, stand it up. Last aerobic activity for the day. Our hop, 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 squat. 3, 2, 1. Hop, 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 and squat. Hop, 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 and squat. We're 10 seconds in. Alrighty. 3, 2, 1. And rest. Awesome work. Grab some water. Whew. Towel off. We have 1 minute to catch our breath before we move into our finisher, our finishing exercise. All right. Now, this exercise that we're about to try, what it lacks in aerobic intensity, it makes up for in effort and concentration. So let me show you what we're going to be doing here. It's going to be slow motion. This is a slow motion starburst. All right. We'll start lying flat on the back. Elbows and knees are touching, and in slow motion, I want you to explode. Explode out wide. Come back to start. As long and as extended as you can manage. Whenever you're ready, feel free to join in. Now don't forget to breathe here. When we slow things down, our instinct sometimes is to hold our breath. But all that's really going to do is spike our blood pressure. So keep moving nice and slow, nice and consistently. Very intentional movements. Beautiful work. Whew. Now we're halfway there. See if you can't lift your shoulder blades up off the floor as well. You're coming out into essentially a hollow body hold. Nice and slow. You might be feeling that burn in your abdominal muscles. This hits all of those muscles that work in our abdominals. They extend all the way down into our thighs. They extend up into our rib cage. And that's why we're expanding long. We're extending far. And we're working with intention, nice and slow and controlled. Don't forget to breathe. You have 15 more seconds. Don't let up. Keep on moving. You're almost there. Alrighty. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Great work, everyone. Grab some water. Excuse me, towel off. We're going to finish up this class cooling down, relaxing, unwinding, so we can get through the rest of our day. We've got about 5 minutes to do that, so grab some water, towel off, find yourself some space. Alrighty. So this first little stretch that we'll do, it's going to be a nice and easy one. We'll be starting in a tall kneeling position. That's what I call this when my knees are down, my hips are forward, and I'm upright nice and tall. I'm going to tuck my toes underneath me and step one foot forward. Doesn't matter which foot, because we're going to switch after this. So staying nice and tall, I want you to scoop your tailbone underneath you. When you scoop your tailbone, you might feel some activation in the glute. That's what we're looking for. You're tucking that tailbone forward. And as you scoop forward, you'll lunge gently into that front leg. You should be feeling that stretch all through the long side of your body. Take a deep breath here in through the nose. And as you exhale, slowly come back up to start. We'll do the same thing on this side, but this time we're going to add an arm. So the same side arm as the down leg. We'll lunge forward and we're going to swoop that arm up overhead and behind, feeling it lengthening that side. Take a deep breath through the nose. And as you exhale, slowly return to start. Beautiful. We're going to switch sides and do the same thing. So tuck that toe in the down leg underneath you, standing up nice and tall here. Scoop that tailbone underneath you and gently lunge forward into that front leg. Feeling it lengthening through the long side of the body. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, slowly return to start. Now we'll do the same thing. We're going to swoop that long side arm up overhead, tuck your tailbone and lunge forward. Reach that arm up and over. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Slowly return back to start. Alrighty. Let's go ahead, have a seat on our heels, or stay in an upright position, whatever works best for you. We're going to open up the front of our body and get the posterior side of our body to awaken. Let's interlace our fingers, press those palms straight out in front of you, swoop those arms up overhead. Press, press, press into the ceiling nice and tall. Break that grasp. Come down into your cactus arms. And you'll take those thumbs, you're going to point your thumbs behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together nice and tight. Grab hold of the air and pull your elbows down into your sides, feeling it opening up the front of your body. And relax. We'll go through this one more time. Interlace your fingers, press them straight out overhead, swoop them up overhead. Break that grasp, come down into your cactus arms, squeeze your shoulder blades together nice and tight. Thumbs are pointing behind you. Grab hold of the air, pull your elbows into your sides, feeling it opening up through the front of your body. And relax. All right. Thank you all so much for joining me today for Sweat, our high intensity interval training class. What a great way to mark the middle or the end of your day. Thank you all so much. I look forward to seeing you all next time.